Hi everyone, this is James from Vanguard TV. So, money back after 3 or 4 months of nothingness. Okay, so we've been keeping up with the game, Strike Legion, the new GBTs. So we have decks for that and matches for that, and we will be recording very soon and uploading. So here am I on the last day of the year, picking up where we left off from the anti-lock deck for against Glendale. We had a match for that, but not the deck profile. So here we have it. Let's start with grade 3s. So grade 3s we have 4 Evers. She's the break right for Pale Moon, and you don't really use the break right because you don't want to do stuff to mess up your soul a bit. But if you can use it for a final push, or for final push. And other than that, you don't want to mess up your soul. But if I use the most is when she attacks, she can soul charge 1 for an extra 1k onto her when she attacks. So this is good because you need 1 soul per turn if you have watched the video to keep the deck going for full field every turn and still not getting locked and all that. Yeah. Next we have 2 Roberts. So Roberts are just the only other cards I could find that would let you soul charge continuously. You never use his Mega Blast, it's too costly, and his staircase, so sometimes he's just there to hold on until you draw into an Ever. Last grade 3 we have one Bunny Queen. So her first ability you will never use because she's the only beast in the deck. So you use the second one, which is when she's ridden onto the Vanguard. You can choose any Pale Moon from your deck and add it to your soul, which is very good toolboxing for setup. Toolboxing to set up your soul for later on. Next we have one 10k vanilla. It's there because it's 10k. It's good to guard against those 9ks, but other than that, it's just there as filler. I have nothing else to put in there really. Then we have 3 peekaboos. This is what the whole deck is based on. His first ability will be when he's in the soul and you have a Pale Moon Vanguard, you may Soul Blast 1 and call him to a regular circle. His second ability is if you have a Pale Moon Vanguard at the end of the turn, you have to return him back to the deck. So this is good because you want him to escape from all those aggressive field control. And for Soul Blast 1, it's a very cheap cost for being able to call your full field out every turn. Next we have I forgot her name, but this is her. So she has ability when another Pale Moon is called from the soul onto the rearguard circle, you can call her out to another open rearguard circle. And if she was caught by this effect, you have to return her to the soul at the end of the turn, which is what you want, since you want them to escape from the field control possibilities from other decks. Next we have last grade 2s. We have Dancing Princess. What she does is when she's called to Vanguard or Rearguard Circle, you can choose 1 grade 2 or lower Pale Moon from your deck and add it to your soul. So she is amazingly good at toolboxing because she's a search, not just a chance to check off the top cards of your deck or what, but she is a chance. She's not a chance, sorry. So what she does is she's perfect for searching for this or peekaboo in the case of whichever you need at that point of time and what's in your soul at that time. Grade 1s, we have 4 perfect guards. So I have 4 of these, but I'm too lazy to switch them out, so I just left them like this 3-1. It works. So then we have this is the bunny. Bunny has the same effect as her. So normally your field would be this, and then this, just like that. Just like this. So for 1 Soul Blast, he'll come out, and everything else will just chain on and follow out. So you have a full field every turn, which I think is really good. Moving on, we have AK Vanillas. So what this is for is to be used against decks that do not contain aggressive field control properties. So as now, I would think that there would be Royal Paladins, Oracle Think Tank, and coming out would be Aqua Force and Great Nature and all those, where they don't have aggressive field control. You could call this behind your AKs and have 16k columns every turn. Then lastly we have 3 purple trapezes. So what she does is she's there as a backup. So in case you draw into your pieces, where you draw into your bunny, and you have your perfect soul already. If you only had this in soul, so we would call this call purple trapezes. Move bunny to soul. Call out peekaboo and have the rest follow peekaboo out. So after that, and after everything will still go back in, which is good, which is what you want. And then for triggers, it's standard. No, not really standard, but we have 4 heal, 8 crit, and finally 4 stand. Stands is there because you used to have this worry where you would not have rear guards to stand. So is that you always have rear guards, just that they're a bit small. So even if you do stand, you either try to swing at the vanguard, or at best a rear guard with 13k rear guards. That's all, but better than nothing, and it's fun to see you stand for like a final attack or something, which is really cool. Then we have our starters. I run 2 starters because it has actually quite amazing toolbox ability with the check top 10. So firstly, she has Forerunner, and the next skill is for cost of Cow Blast 1, moving her into soul. You can look through the top 10 cards of your deck and add 1 grade 2 or lower payment to your soul. So this is good because all the pieces you need are grade 2s and grade 1s. So that means as long as you hit anything, you will put it in soul. So normally I'll use her skill first before using Dancing Princess, because Dancing Princess cancels for anything. So depending on what I hit from her, I'll decide what to get from Dancing Princess. So the setup seems hard, but I'll show you after playing a few times, everything goes well after a while. It's just that the only worry you have is if you deck out, because sometimes this deck lacks power and the game is at a standstill for a very long time. Also, you could use the new cards, like the new strike cards, to boost up your power, since after using Dancing Princess you have more or less 2 or 3 counter blasts to go on. So the new strike units are good to add in, and also the new Paymo Legions. I haven't gotten my hands on them, so but if I were to, I would take out the two Roberts and the 10k vanilla. Have those 3, the grade 3s, and I'll find space. Maybe I'll remove purple trapezes, or maybe 8k vanilla for the grade 2 Legion mate. But other than that, I have to wait until I get my hands on them for an update on this deck. But this has been the deck since 3 or 4 months ago, so I don't think now will be quite relevant. So yeah, thanks for watching, and this is James.